The moment Mauricio Umansky opened his mouth in that courtroom, you could literally hear a pin drop. He wasn't there to apologize. He wasn't there to beg for mercy. Instead, standing right in front of the judge, he looked over at Kyle and dropped a bomb that nobody saw coming. He said, clear and loud, Kyle is not the victim everyone thinks she is. She has been in a relationship with Morgan Wade for a long time. She's been living a completely different life behind my back. The entire courtroom went silent. Kyle, who was sitting just a few rows behind him, completely broke down. She started crying so hard that her lawyer had to hold her up. After 28 years of marriage, after defending him through every cheating rumor, after standing by him on national television, this was how he chose to end it, by exposing her most personal secret in open court. But what he said next made it even worse. Mauricio openly admitted he's been in a relationship with Dorit Kemsley for over 2 years. He told the judge he had already emotionally left Kyle long before the slap ever happened. People who were inside that courtroom say Kyle's face looked like she had been stabbed in the heart. This wasn't just a divorce hearing anymore. This became one of the most brutal public takedowns we've ever seen. And according to people who were there, this was only the beginning of what Mauricio had prepared to say. For 28 years, Kyle Richards stood by Mauricio Umansky through everything. Every cheating rumor, every tabloid story, every difficult season on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle defended him. She went on camera multiple times and told the world that their marriage was worth fighting for. She supported him while he built the agency into a major real estate empire. She stood next to him at every red carpet event and every family vacation, always presenting the image of a strong, loyal wife. But behind that image, their marriage had been struggling for a very long time. According to people close to the couple, Mauricio had grown tired of the constant cameras, the public scrutiny, and what he called Kyle's emotional demands. While Kyle was still trying to save their relationship, Mauricio was slowly pulling away. What started as distance turned into full resentment. At the same time, Kyle's relationship with Dorit Kemsley had never been genuine. From the moment Dorit joined the show, there was tension. Kyle repeatedly questioned Dorit's lifestyle, her stories, and even her finances. The famous puppy incident only made things worse. Dorit, on the other hand, felt Kyle constantly tried to make her look small and inferior. That resentment stayed with her for years. Insiders now say Dorit saw an opportunity when she noticed Mauricio's marriage was falling apart. What began as private conversations between Mauricio and Dorit slowly turned into a full affair. For nearly 2 years, they allegedly kept their relationship hidden while Kyle was still fighting publicly to keep her family together. The rest of the cast could see the disaster coming. Sutton Strake reportedly warned Kyle to be careful. Erica Jane allegedly told friends that Dorit was playing a dangerous game. But Kyle refused to believe that the woman she had known for so long would betray her like this. By the time the divorce proceedings began, the hatred between Kyle and Dorit had reached its peak. The slap incident at the charity dinner made everything worse. That single night turned a private divorce into a very public war. And that war eventually landed both Kyle and Mauricio inside a Los Angeles courtroom. What happened inside that courtroom shocked even the judge. The real explosion happened on a quiet Tuesday morning inside a Los Angeles Superior courtroom. What was supposed to be a standard domestic violence hearing quickly turned into one of the most painful and talked about moments in Real Housewives history. Mauricio Umansky was standing in front of the judge, facing charges after the slap incident at the charity dinner. Most people expected him to apologize, accept responsibility, and try to settle the case quietly. But that's not what happened. Instead, Mauricio chose to go on the attack. When the judge asked him to explain his actions, Mauricio didn't hesitate. He looked directly toward Kyle, who was sitting in the courtroom with her lawyer, and said words that left everyone stunned. Your Honor, I'm not going to stand here and pretend anymore. I've been in a relationship with Dorit Kemsley for over 2 years. We are together. I emotionally left Kyle a long time ago. And let me be very clear, Kyle is not the victim in this situation. She has been having her own secret relationship with Morgan Wade for years. The whole world knows it. She's been living a double life while acting like the perfect wife on television. The courtroom went completely silent. Kyle, who was sitting just meters away, froze. Her face went pale. Within seconds, she broke down in heavy sobs. According to people present, she was shaking so badly that her lawyer had to physically support her. After nearly 3 decades of marriage, after defending Mauricio through every scandal, she had to sit there while he publicly exposed her most private secret in front of strangers, lawyers, and the court reporter. The judge immediately interrupted Mauricio and warned him that this was not the place for character assassination. But Mauricio kept going. He told the court that the slap happened because Kyle had attacked Dorit first, and that he had simply reacted. He said he regretted the physical part, but did not regret speaking the truth about their broken marriage. At that point, Kyle stood up, still crying, and said in a broken voice loud enough for everyone to hear, "After 28 years, this is what you do to me? You stand in a courtroom and say these things about me? I will never forgive you. Never." Her voice cracked as she said it. Several people in the courtroom later said the pain in her voice was so raw it was difficult to watch. But here comes the first major twist that made the entire situation even uglier. According to court insiders, Mauricio's legal team had come prepared. They submitted documents claiming that Kyle had signed a post-nuptial agreement in 2022 that heavily favored Mauricio. The agreement supposedly limited what Kyle would receive in a divorce to a very small percentage of their assets. Even more damaging, they allegedly presented private messages between Kyle and Morgan Wade that left little doubt about the nature of their relationship. The judge looked visibly uncomfortable with how personal the hearing had become. He warned both sides that the case was turning into a public spectacle and threatened to close the courtroom to the press. However, it was already too late. Someone inside the courtroom had been secretly recording the entire hearing. Within 90 minutes of the session ending, clips of Mauricio's shocking confession began leaking online. The audio of him saying Kyle is not the victim, she has been with Morgan Wade, spread like wildfire. What was supposed to be a private legal matter had now become completely public. And according to multiple sources close to Kyle, this courtroom humiliation hurt her far more than the slap itself. She reportedly told her team that Mauricio had not only betrayed her, he had destroyed the last bit of respect she had left for him. But this was only the first round. Because what Dorit did immediately after the hearing, and the second piece of evidence that emerged later that same day, made everything 10 times worse. Within minutes of the hearing ending, the audio from inside the courtroom began leaking online. By the time Kyle reached her car, the clip of Mauricio saying Kyle is not the victim, she has been with Morgan Wade for years, had already gone viral. The internet did not hold back. Within the first hour, the video had been viewed over 18 million times. News outlets picked up the story instantly. Headlines across TMZ, Daily Mail, and Page 6 read, "Mauricio exposes Kyle's secret relationship with Morgan Wade in court." But the situation took an even darker turn when Dorit Kemsley decided to speak. Just 3 hours after the hearing, Dorit posted a statement on her Instagram. She wrote, "Some people have been living a lie for a very long time. The truth always comes out." She didn't mention Kyle by name, but everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. The post received over 1.2 million likes in less than 2 hours. The real shock, however, came later that evening. According to court insiders, Mauricio's legal team submitted private text messages and photographs between Kyle and Morgan Wade as evidence. These messages were allegedly from the past 2 years and were extremely personal. One insider who saw the documents told me the messages left very little room for doubt about the nature of their relationship. Kyle's team called the submission cruel and unnecessary, claiming Mauricio was trying to destroy her reputation out of spite. But the damage was already done. That same night, a new audio recording surfaced. In this clip, which was allegedly recorded just days after the slap incident, Mauricio can be heard telling a friend, "I'm glad I said it in court." She's been acting like a saint for years while doing whatever she wants. Now everyone knows the truth. This second leak caused the story to spiral even further out of control. By midnight, the drama had moved far beyond just a divorce. It had become a public war about who was really the victim. Was Kyle hiding her own relationship the entire time she was playing the loyal wife on television? Or was Mauricio using her secret as a weapon to justify his own affair and the slap? The escalation was moving at lightning speed. And according to fresh reports that came in late last night, this was still not the biggest revelation. There is apparently one more piece of evidence that Mauricio's team is planning to present in the next hearing, something they claim will completely destroy Kyle's public image once and for all. The internet didn't just react, it caught fire. Within hours of Mauricio's courtroom confession leaking, the entire conversation exploded. The hashtags Mauricio exposed Kyle, #Kyle is not the victim, and #Morgan and Kyle started trending at #1 globally, crossing 71 million posts in less than 24 hours. Public opinion is now violently split. One massive group is standing with Kyle. Fans are calling Mauricio's move the most disgusting betrayal in reality TV history. Comments like, after 28 years, she defended him through everything, and this is how he repays her? In open court, are flooding every platform. Many are saying he didn't just expose her, he tried to destroy her. But a very loud and growing section is now turning against Kyle. People are writing, she was crying on TV about being the loyal wife while hiding an affair with Morgan Wade. She's been lying to all of us. The narrative has quickly shifted from poor Kyle to both of them are guilty. The comments under every post are brutal, with thousands calling her a hypocrite. The cast is also losing their minds. Sutton Strake reportedly called Kyle immediately after the audio leaked and was heard crying on the phone. Erica Jane liked multiple posts defending Kyle and allegedly texted a friend saying Mauricio went way too far. Lisa Rinna posted a shady story that read, "Some people should learn when to shut up," before deleting it. Dorrit, meanwhile, has stayed completely silent, which many people are calling suspicious. The industry reaction has been even more serious. Multiple big sponsors have pulled their advertising from the agency. One major brand released a statement saying they do not condone the public shaming of personal relationships. Bravo executives are said to be in panic mode, holding daily meetings about how this will affect the upcoming season. Some insiders claim the network is considering filming the rest of the season without both Mauricio and Dorrit. Top divorce lawyers across Los Angeles have also started commenting publicly, with many saying Mauricio's decision to expose Kyle's alleged relationship in court was a strategic disaster that could hurt his own case badly. But even with all this chaos, the story is still not over. According to fresh leaks that dropped just this morning, Mauricio's legal team is preparing to drop even more evidence in the next hearing, evidence they say will prove Kyle has been hiding a lot more than just her relationship with Morgan. But just when it looked like things couldn't get any uglier, the biggest bombshell of the entire case dropped yesterday evening. According to multiple insiders inside the courtroom, Kyle's legal team submitted a secret audio recording that was recorded just 10 days before the charity dinner. In this recording, Mauricio and Dorrit can allegedly be heard having a private conversation where they openly discuss their plan to humiliate Kyle publicly. In the tape, Dorrit is heard saying, "When you slap her in front of everyone, make sure it's hard enough that she never forgets it." Mauricio replies, "Don't worry, I've got it under control." After this, her reputation will be finished. No one will believe her sob story anymore. The judge reportedly listened to the recording in chambers and was visibly disturbed. Sources say the audio also contains Mauricio saying he wants to use Kyle's relationship with Morgan against her so she gets as little as possible in the divorce. When Kyle's lawyer played parts of this recording in court, Kyle completely broke down again. Witnesses say she cried so hard she was struggling to breathe. After hearing her husband and former friend coldly planning her public humiliation, she reportedly told her lawyer, "I want them both destroyed." This new evidence has completely changed the direction of the case. What started as Mauricio exposing Kyle has now flipped. Many are now calling him and Dorrit calculated and cruel. However, the story is far from over. According to fresh leaks that came in just hours ago, Dorrit still has one final video in her possession, a video she has threatened to release if Kyle doesn't drop the domestic violence charges. Insiders claim this last video is the most personal and damaging one yet. Kyle's team is now preparing for an all-out war. They have reportedly told the judge they will be filing additional charges against both Mauricio and Dorit for conspiracy and defamation. The next court date is set for next week, and both sides are preparing to release more information. This divorce has officially become one of the ugliest, most personal, and most public takedowns in reality television history. And according to someone close to Kyle, she is done staying quiet. She is preparing to speak publicly for the first time since the court hearing, and what she plans to say next could change everything. Now I want to hear your real opinion, no filter. After everything that just came out in court, Mauricio openly saying Kyle is not the victim, exposing her relationship with Morgan Wade, and then that secret audio of him and Dorit planning the slap. What do you actually think? Is Kyle still the victim after 28 years of standing by Mauricio, or does this new information change how you see her? Was Mauricio wrong for exposing her personal life in open court, or was he just telling the truth? And most importantly, should Kyle drop the domestic violence charges to stop this war, or should she go full force and destroy both Mauricio and Dorit? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments right now. Write Team Kyle or Team Mauricio and explain why. Tell me if you think Kyle has also been living a lie or if Mauricio crossed the line by humiliating her like that. I read every single comment, and this one is going to be extremely heated. If this video gets 100,000 likes in the next 24 hours, I will drop part 3 immediately. In the next part, I'll reveal what's on the final video Dorit is holding, what Kyle plans to do next, and whether she will speak publicly about everything that happened in court. If you're shocked, angry, or disappointed by what's happening, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. This situation is moving extremely fast, and it's only getting worse. This is no longer just a divorce. It has become one of the nastiest, most personal public battles we've seen in a long time. So tell me, whose side are you on now? I'll see you in the next one.